Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. All right, I want to start off with this picture from Happy Dog on Twitter. It is a magnificent photo, and those of you who have lost a pet will absolutely relate to it. Beautiful. You guys have been very vocal about a lot of my stories, and so we are going to go ahead and put your comments up in relation to a lot of the stories, as well as cover other things as well, okay? So let's just jump in and get going, shall we? Let's go. All right, first of all, I want to give a big shout out to Karen Simpson, who pointed out what goes into my videos, and you literally got it spot on. First, I have to do the research, the reading, the compiling everything. Then I have to make the videos, adding all the pictures, doing the sound clips, doing the voiceovers. Then I have to upload to YouTube. It literally is a full-time job. She thinks I should take 2 days a week off. I'm thinking about it. And she said, if you can donate to her channel, please do. I wish I could. That's okay. If you guys, I've had people donate money specifically for Toys for Finn. For that, absolutely. I've shown you the toys. People that donate to the coffee, you know how I feel about my coffee. Nobody has ever really met me face to face as far as that goes, but I do try to be accurate in my videos, and if I make a mistake, I will be the first person to own up to it, and I'm actually owning up to that in this video on a mistake that I made. So thank you for the shout out, Karen. I'm glad that somebody is recognizing what goes into these videos. All right, let's go. So let me start off by saying thank you to everybody who recognized my new title of Grand Imperial Duchess Princess Sue. I appreciate you recognizing my superiority in my title. Okay. All right, let's move on to our first story. All right, one more quick look at a close-up of Johnny here. Hi, Johnny. How are you? Doing well? You're looking handsome. Keep looking at Johnny. Am I bad for objectifying Johnny? All right, let's move on. The Earl of Wessex went to the medal ceremony for the men's 3-meter springboard final on day 9 of the Birmingham Commonwealth Games at Sandwell. Yes, we have not forgotten about the Commonwealth Games, although I believe they're winding down if they're not done already, but good for him and good for all the athletes. All right, moving on. All right, we already know that Meghan copies Diana's outfits. We've shown where she's copied outfits from Michelle Obama. Now somebody caught on to the fact that she was wearing the same outfit at Wallace Simpson. Yes, she was. She has, and she was. And somebody else, one of my followers, Sarah Gregson, also noticed the same identical outfit, except Wallace actually had not even a narrow waist. She had a waist. She wasn't squared. You know, her body shape wasn't like a box. So who do I think wore it best? Honestly, I think Wallace Simpson wore it best, and I'm saying that because she has a waist. It looks better when it's tied tight at the waist. Meghan, she just looks like a big square in that outfit. Come on, guys. We've seen these similarities before. She has no style of her own. She has taken style from Diana. She's taken style from Wallace Simpson. She's taken style from Obama. She's taken style from George Clooney's wife, Amal. We've seen it. She copies everybody and everything. She doesn't have a thing for herself as far as style, but there are some areas where it's very creepy, like here. Yeah, that's creepy. All right, moving on. All right, here we go. There's a new attempt being made to strip Andrew of his Duke of York title. And remember, I showed you that they're trying to pass this new, rule or law. You guys remember this? I just showed it to you yesterday, the removal of titles bill that they're trying to push through. That will be used not only on Harry, but more than likely also on Andrew to make everybody happy. All right, moving on. And talking about Andrew, apparently Andrew and Sarah Ferguson owed millions of pounds to a socialite. Her name is Isabel de Rorvie. I don't think I'm saying that right, but I apologize. And she let them off the hook for all the millions they owed her because she was convinced that Andrew was going to prison and Fergie didn't have any money. So she was like, don't worry about it. And what she did was she sold her Swiss Alps chalet to the Yorks for £18 million. So she sold them this chalet, and the deal was they would pay $5 million in cash installments with interest. And when they didn't pay, she sued them. And they still owed her a total of £6.8 million, but an agreement was struck. So she got $3.4 million because she was told that the Yorks were short of money, and she didn't want to just keep going of this because of Andrew's legal battle with Jeffrey Epstein and Virginia Giuffre, and she thought, they don't have any money and Andrew's going to prison and whatever. So you can imagine her shock when the two of them turned around and just bought a property worth £5 or £6 million. All right, it's being said that Harry's book is going to have to duke it out with other royal books that are coming out, and it's right, that's true. Valentine Lowe's book that's coming out is called The Courtiers, and it's going to cover what's going on with Andrew as well as all the bullying allegations that went on. This book is going to drop. This is another book that I'll be very happy to read, and I think will be very honest. There are rumors Meghan fired the ghostwriter. I don't know how true that is. But anyway, Valentine Lowe even put up and said, according to the Sunday Telegraph, I've written a book. And since it was written by Hannah Furness, it must be true. Yes, it's true. We're aware. And for those of you who don't recognize Valentine Lowe, he was the gentleman that went on television and talked about the bullying claims and how people said they were shaking and how people, all these things that they said. It's crazy. And yet he wasn't sued because you can't sue somebody for telling the truth. Oh my goodness. All right, moving on. And of course, the rumor mill is rife that the book now is going to target the Queen because the Queen didn't give Harry what he wanted. Yeah. And Harry's friends are afraid that they're going to be in the book and that God knows what he put in there about them. And they're not even in touch anymore. All right, moving on. All right, I found this on Twitter. I don't know. I really just don't know who this man is. But this interview apparently took place right before the wedding. And this man had things to say. And as you can see, it says not all of her critics are white, male, pale, and stale. So listen to this. I'm going to try to beep out the bad language. It's not always possible, and I'm going to do my best. So watch this.
Markle, man, she's on some.
You don't think they actually
Hell
like each other?
no. Hell no. Man, she looks crazy. Like, see her pictures, like, man, she's a LA chick too. And yeah, this is her biggest role right now. That's her biggest role.
And he had more to say. Watch this.
Shit. And her father's calling her out left and right, going, don't trust it. The father's angry. The father's been saying, and the mom's just like, yay, we're rich, fuck it. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And she's going to get a kid. I know she's going to get pregnant as fast as she can.
That's the point, right?
Well, yeah, that point is to get a baby, and then they get a divorce. She go back to L.A. She's a duchess. She's famous. Now she can get moved. I would not be surprised if she does some shit like that.
All right, moving on. I showed you this article the other day. Where is the Queen's birthday greeting for Meghan? She didn't give her one, and people are wondering what's going on. Well, I'm sure that this article might clear it up. They're saying the Queen is no longer having any patience with Meghan misusing her title. And she has misused her title. Absolutely. It's just like everybody said. She didn't mention Harry and Meghan in her speech. She snubbed Harry and Meghan and just mentioned, William and Charles. Well, William and Charles haven't abused the title. They haven't left the royal family. Yeah, I think she's getting really, really sick of them. I got to be honest. All right, moving on. All right, moving on now to this whole Dr. Shola Tesco thing. Now, you guys told me all about Tesco, and basically what you've told me is that Tesco is a supermarket chain similar to Walmart, but much bigger. So they talked about the security tagging, and Mandy Hayes said that it was investigated, and it was found it was purely an accident by a member of staff who was responsible for placing the security tags on the items. So if that's true, then that doesn't fit in with Dr. Shola's narrative. Now, Joan Margaret said that, in her opinion, the stores put security on products that have already repeatedly walked out the door. That is true. And the store is reacting to events that have already occurred and isn't going to spend time tagging everything if it's not in danger. Plus, it is a message to whoever is stealing that we're on to you. There you go. And Margaret Carter said that Tesco puts their more expensive lines of product in the clear plastic boxes and the cheaper stuff is loose on display. And that's also supposed to deter the stealing. Dennis wants to know, which cereal box did Dr. Scholler get her PhD from? Rice Krispies, Honey Nut Cheerios, or Corn Flakes? And Bebe is like, Fruit Loops. You guys should also know David Atherton, who also calls her Shouty Shola, got some more allegations about her. One person said, I wanted to reach out because Shola bullied all the white and Muslim women organizers of the Women's March London into leaving and deliberately screwed up the fundraising grant of nearly £400,000 because they tried to hold her accountable. Very interesting. I wish somebody would come forward with some more information on that. And another person said she's super narcissistic, nasty bully who uses her WML as her personal platform to get media gigs and raise her profile. Yep, I can believe that. All right, the next thing is, I did a thing about Queen Alexandra. You are absolutely correct. I meant to say Queen Charlotte. Absolutely got that wrong, and I apologize. All right, now let's move on. All right, next up, I had to touch on this, and thank you to Meghan's Mole for pointing this out. Meghan Markle's super intense boxing workout will leave you unable to walk. Now, this was put out by Hello Magazine. And what you're looking at now is the actual picture that Hello Magazine disseminated of Meghan Markle working out, except for one little problem. As you can see, that's not Meghan Markle's body. They photoshopped her head onto somebody else's body. Now, since Harry and Meghan are all about misinformation, I don't see them complaining about this. They haven't said a word. Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on. Okay, next I want to talk just a little bit more about the Sussex Squad. Now, this woman who goes under the name Just Harry talked about a Zoom call that she had with Meghan and Harry, and then she put out the information about Meghan and Harry. Now, of course, we found out later on, it wasn't long after that, it was found out that she was the one who'd been giving death threats to Catherine and William and the children. And Harry and Meghan were notified about that and were asked for a comment, and their response was no comment. Now, as you can see, it says that Harry and Meghan have stayed mum about it, but they're thankful for the money raised. You know what? Why didn't they call her back and say, we're thankful for the money raised, but please stop threatening the family? But no, I told you guys before, I think they really like that the Sussex Squad is doing this. I think they get some kind of perverse pleasure out of it. It's weird. Now, after it all came spilling out about all the things that she said and did, that didn't stop Omid Scobie from having her on. So yes, Omid had to have been aware, and yet he put out a thing saying you were perfect. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Now, just to show you how the Sussex Squad thinks, you know, that whole thing was out about they thought that they wanted Meghan to be with William, and look at this picture they made. Yes, I think this pretty much shows their thought process in their dreams. But here's another example of what I'm talking about with them. The Sussex Squad automatically assumes that any black girl that doesn't like Meghan Markle is jealous because she married a white man. So according to them, every black girl's dream is to marry a white man. Now, of course, the news has come out that Meghan is concerned because Harry is getting homesick. Absolutely, he's getting homesick. You know what? I think he's more homesick after going home for the Platinum Jubilee and seeing everybody. I think it's only worse. All right, let's move on to our next story. This just goes to show between the sisters. Apparently, Eugenie was upset because Beatrice announced her pregnancy during Harry and Meghan's wedding anniversary. Well, why not? They announced their pregnancy during Eugenie's wedding. Ugh, get a grip. Now, this next story, this guy, Calvin Robinson, you guys know he is a pastor. This is what he had to say on the news about Meghan Markle. Listen to this.
Racist. I don't like Meghan. I really, really don't like Meghan. And what I don't like about the situation of Meghan is that anyone that says they don't like her, at least in this country, well, yeah, but anyone in this country that says they don't like her is accused of being racist just because she happens to be brown. It's almost as if she can do or say anything and she's above reproach because she's brown-skinned. I find that repulsive. And for her to come over here and, I know you don't have a royal family in America, but you have a very high celebrity culture. And she's brought that over here and assumed somehow that that's what the royal family is. But no, they're a family rooted in duty, service, obligation, Christian values. And I don't know if she knows what any of those words mean. It's a great shame that Harry has
All right, you guys, I have not forgotten about the Commonwealth Games. I have some more photos for you. And then we have a little bit more updates at the end. So sit back and enjoy. All right, you guys, we reported to you already about the fake account that was put up. We know who put it up. If you guys have seen anything on YouTube from Avid, then you know who put this up. Now, upon finding out that it was being mass reported, this person then changed the profile picture. The problem is the profile picture she put up is Yankee Wally's daughter. Yeah, so continue to report and let everybody know what's going on, and we'll get this channel shut down. All right, so the next update that I'm going to discuss with you guys is about Patreon. So the Patreon has been set up, but it's not ready yet, okay? So what we're probably going to do is open it up in, I guess, I don't know, October, like the beginning of October, we'll open it up, all right? And what it will be is here, the YouTube will still be going. We'll still be doing the stories. We'll still be showing Finn and the cats. Nothing is going to change on YouTube. The Patreon is going to be the behind the scenes footage of what's going on with the family, what's going on with the house that we're moving to, what's going on with this, what's going on with that, that sort of thing. That's what's going to be happening on Patreon. So we'll let you know as soon as we're ready. And as soon as we turn it on, and it's going to be, I think, $3 a month. So you'll get one video a week, or you'll get 3 videos in a live. And that comes to 75 cents a week. So if you can afford it and you want to do it, great. If you don't, that's okay too. But nothing will change on YouTube. Everything will remain the same on YouTube. Okay, so don't worry about that. All right, guys, you know the drill. You know what to do. You know I want those comments because you know I'm reading those comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell. If you've already hit the button, just double check to make sure that you're still subscribed. That's really important. Don't forget you can email me, follow me on Twitter, Getter, and Rumble. To those who have donated through my thanks button and through my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.